In the Mayor's Parlour by J.S. Fletcher, narrated by John Rayburn. Hathelsborough marketplace lies in the middle of the town, a long, somewhat narrow parallelogram enclosed on its longer side by old gabled houses, shut in on its western end by the massive bulk of the great parish church of St. Hathelswide, Virgin and Martyr, and at its eastern by the ancient walls and high roofs of its medieval Moot Hall. The inner surface of this space is paved with cobble-stones, worn smooth by centuries of usage. It is only of late years that the conservative spirit of the old borough has so far accommodated itself to modern requirements as to provide footpaths in front of the shops and houses. But there that same spirit has stopped. The utilitarian of today would sweep away, as being serious hindrances to wheel traffic, the two picturesque 15th-century erections which stand in this marketplace. These, High Cross and Low Cross, one at the east end in front of the Moot Hall, the other at the west facing the chancel of the church, remain, to the delight of the archeologist, as instances of the fashion in which our forefathers built gathering places in the very midst of narrow thoroughfares. That's the way it once was, as you will hear. Chapter 1. The Mayor's Parlour. Under the graceful cupola and the flying buttresses of High Cross, the country folk still expose for sale on market days their butter and their eggs. Around the base of the slender shaft called Low Cross, they still offer their poultry and rabbits. On other than market days, High Cross and Low Cross alike make central open-air clubs for the patriarchs of the place, who there assemble in the lazy afternoons and still lazier eventides to gossip over the latest items of local news, conscious that as they are doing so, their ancestors have done for many a generation, and that old as they may be themselves in their septuagenarian or octogenarian states, they are as infants in comparison with the age of the stones and bricks and timbers about them, gray and fragrant, with the antiquity of at least 300 years. Of all this mass of venerable material, still sound and uncrumbled, the great tall-towered church at one end of the marketplace and the square, heavily fashioned Moot Hall at the other go farthest back through association into the mists of the Middle Ages. The church dates from the 13th century, and though it has been skillfully restored on more than one occasion, there is nothing in its cathedral-like proportions that suggests modern.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?